Hi guys, welcome back to Fat Free Life, and today I'm gonna share a very delicious keto recipe with you guys. So for a keto, this is an ideal, perfect, delicious recipe. It is low carb paneer with the high fat cream in it. So for making this recipe, we need 1 bowl of tomatoes, 1 bowl of onion, chopped onion, and few garlic cloves, and 1 inch to 1.5 inch of ginger peas. And you need the fenugreek. This is also called as kasuri methi in India. It gives a nice taste to your recipe, and you can add more also. But if you will add less quantity, if you use in less quantity, that will be better. And after this, just take your pan and add some oil to it. You can add up to 2 spoons, big tablespoon of oil. I generally prefer coconut oil because as in the keto diet, people use only, actually we are allowed only to use coconut oil, olive oil, or ghee, or you can even use some butter if you want. So I'm using this extra virgin olive oil. And after that, just let it heat up, and then we'll add some tomatoes and this onion and everything in it. And people, those who avoid tomatoes on ketogenic diet, they can avoid it. They can skip tomato from this recipe, then also it will give you great taste. Actually, in ketogenic diet, tomatoes are allowed, but in less quantity. Or even same thing, the same school of thought goes with the onion also. Few people, they use onion, few doesn't like to use it in the keto. But actually you can use onion and you can use tomatoes, but in less quantity. So just add some onion in the oil, and we'll wait till it becomes golden brown. Just saute it on the low flame so that it should not burn. And we have to do it for at least 5 to 7 8 minutes. Still it's taking time as my flame is on very sim, or it's low. Yeah, it has become golden brown. Now just saute it. Now add these garlic and ginger paste or grated. You can make a paste out of it. I have grated them. After 2 to 3 minutes, just add tomatoes if you are using tomatoes, because I use tomatoes on ketogenic diet also, but in very less quantities, not in every recipe. I use tomatoes in my special recipes. Sometimes I use onion. Otherwise, even I take less onion and less tomatoes on my ketogenic diet, but this recipe, it is mandatory. So now just cover it with the lid for at least 5 to few more minutes and just check it out whether it is done or not. So I think it is done. It will take, I think, few more minutes. Already the oil is separated from the onion and tomatoes, so it is done. So what we'll do now, we'll just take it in the jar. Yes, we'll take this onion and tomatoes in the jar or grinder, and we'll grind it and we'll make a fine paste out of it. Like this. So now again take at least a tablespoon of oil in the pan, and now add some roasted cumin powder, 1 spoon of roasted cumin powder to the oil, and let it heat. And I always keep roasted cumin powder pre-made. I made it at home in a different jar, because every now and then I use it in my recipes, especially on the salads, for the taste. And now you can add hing to this. If you don't like the taste of hing, don't add it. I generally prefer hing in my recipes. And again, you have to add at least half teaspoon or more of turmeric powder, depending on the quantity of your malai paneer you are using. And now I'll add some coriander powder to the oil. So 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and even you can add more red chili powder. I like it spicy, so I'm using more. If you don't like so much of spicy, so you just use less if you feel like, according to your taste. So now we'll wait for 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes at least, on a very slow flame, otherwise it will burn. So let the spices cook in this for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Keep on sauteing them. This is the garam masala I'm using this time. So from half teaspoon to little more, otherwise it will give you a very strong taste in your recipe. So I always prefer to use garam masala in less quantity, or even I don't use it, but people like the taste in such recipes. People like the taste of garam masala, so I'm using it. Now add your paste, the onion tomato paste which we made. This is the paste. Now we have to add in this and just mix it and let it cook. You can add little bit of water in it so that it will not burn, and it will give you good consistency. Not much, at least 1 tablespoon or half tablespoon of water in it. And now just mix it well. Let it cook for another 5 minutes. See the color of my recipe. Wow. Now just cover it with the lid for say 5 minutes. So after 2 to 3 minutes we'll check the paste. Bubbles are coming, it means it's done. See the color of it. It's good. The best part of the malai paneer is the gravy. If you will make it nicely on the slow flame, you will get a very nice taste in it. Now what you have to do, just add some malai to it. This is a cream. Okay, you can use your fresh milk cream also, but I'm using Amul cream in it because it gives it a nice taste. Whichever you have at your home you can use. So I'm using fresh cream. At least a bowl of fresh cream, not less. Then only the taste of real malai paneer will come in this. A delicious malai paneer recipe. Wow, the keto is such a nice diet. We can eat a lot of fat in it with low carb, which we can't even imagine that for losing weight we have to eat so much of fat. It's an amazing diet. So now we'll just mix it and wait for another 2 to 3 minutes. So let it cook and mix properly. So the color of my gravy will become more lighter because of the milk cream in it. So now we'll take paneer. You can either use homemade or you can get it from market. It's paneer which is having some fat and it is high in protein. So but it is having zero carbs in it. Zero carbs literally. It is a very good for losing weight and it is a very good source of protein, especially for the vegetarian people, as they don't have other choice except then the paneer. Just cut it into small pieces or the pieces of your own choice. I like this much. I like this shape and this size. So just take your paneer and nearly a bowl. I'm cooking this recipe for 3 people, so I'm using so much. You can use less and you can make less if you are cooking for 1. So it's done. Bubbles are coming. I'll add some water. Very less amount of water. Otherwise it will lose its consistency. So now just add these paneer cubes in it. Now just cover it for another 2 to 3 minutes as it is already done. Let it marinate in this gravy. So after 2 to 3 minutes, just watch it. And at the end of the cooking, totally at the end of the cooking, just add this kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, because if you add it earlier in between the cooking, cooking of this recipe, it will give the bitter taste to the recipe. So just to get the right aroma and the nice delicious taste, so just add it in the end. So my recipe is done, and now I'm just adding salt in it, as I forgot to add salt earlier. I always prefer to add salt in the end of my recipe, especially in the green ones. So now again we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes, just 2 to 3 minutes, and my recipe is done. In India, this malai paneer is very much famous. People are fond of this recipe. It is having high fat content in it. So for ketogenic diet, this is an ideal recipe for vegetarian people, as they need low carb and they need high fat on this diet. So being a vegetarian, only we have a good source of protein, paneer. So we have to consume paneer, for the whole day in our every alternate recipes or every alternate meal, because ketosis is basically not a vegetarian diet. It is basically a non-veg for non-vegetarian people. But still, people those who are doing it as a vegan or as as a vegetarian, so they don't have any other alternate except the paneer. So this is the main recipe for keto people, as in vegetarian recipe. So I think it is done now. So we'll just close the lid and I'll get my bowl, and it's ready to eat. So guys, I'm done with the recipe. Now I'm adding some cilantro to this, and just try out my recipe, guys, and just let me know how it turned out for you, and do share your experience with me of making this recipe in my style. And keto people, enjoy this recipe like me. And now I'll add some fresh cream over it. So this time I'll be using Amul fresh cream for giving it a very nice restaurant style look. So here it comes. Yes, it's done now. Wow, so beautiful. So guys, try out this recipe and do let me know how it turned out for you. Do share your experience. If you like my video, give it a big thumbs up. Do comment and share, and do subscribe to my channel for great recipes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Fat Free Life with Dr. Neelam. I have lost 25 kgs of weight in just 8 months, following the right diet and right nutrition exercise regimen. I'm here to share my weight loss experience with you guys. tons of nutrition diet recipes which really worked for me. Do try my recipes and do let me know how it turned out for you. Share your results with me. Don't forget to like, comment and share my videos. Subscribe my channel so that you will be updated when I'll post my new weight loss videos. So thank you for watching and keep it in mind that fitness is the only way to go. I will definitely reply all your queries regarding the weight loss. And I did it naturally without using any supplement.